on The Maury Show? If so, call us at 1-888-45-MAURY. That's 1-888-45-MAURY.
Have you been lower than 65 pounds?
63.
Now, the guests on our stage today are living proof that miracles do happen. This is 13-year-old Tyrone. Tyrone made big headlines when he narrowly escaped being burned alive after a lit firecracker was thrown down his jacket as he was on the school bus going to school. And luckily, he was rescued by a quick-thinking school bus driver who rushed to save his life. Watch. Tyrone was returning from holiday break and looking forward to going back to school that day to be with his friends. He had no idea this day would change.
What's all
While riding the bus to school, Tyrone, an honor student, heard three kids plotting to light up a firecracker. Tyrone got scared and started to move away. That's when he felt something burning on the back of his neck. One of the kids had dropped the firecracker down the back of his coat. Tyrone and his clothes began smoking and soon caught fire. At that moment, Kono, the bus driver, heard his screams and saw the flames engulfing the young boy. Thinking quickly, Kono grabbed Tyrone and shook his coat, trying to get the firecracker out of his coat. The firecracker fell to the ground where the driver stomped it out. Tyrone was still on fire, so the driver, thinking quickly, put the flames out with his bare hands. Since the accident, Tyrone has faced many painful surgeries and has been left with terrible scars. But his wonderful spirit has helped him overcome this tragedy. And with the help of the bus driver, he is truly a survivor. Now, Tyrone is here with his mom, Selena, his dad, Walter. Now, you narrowly escaped, dying.
Yes, yeah.
You still have a lot of pain?
No, it's less than that. I was bad in the hospital,
Right.
but as time got on, it started to heal.
I mean, did you remember about the bus driver coming over?
I remember him. He got up, he stopped the bus, got up, and he had ripped the jacket open, and then he took my shirt off, and it was still burning, so he stopped it with his hand, stepped on the firecracker, and had sat me down. And luckily enough, the cops were around the corner, so they had dispatched an ambulance.
How big was the firecracker? Did you ever figure that out?
Actually, the police officer showed me the firework. It's about like this long.
Oh, it wasn't any little...
No. It was about this long.
Wow.
And it was about, it had a nice little diameter to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so you rushed to the hospital?
Yes.
Then do you find out how serious it was once you got there?
Well, as soon as we went in, they took him in, and the doctor came out and said that it was 3rd degree. He would need surgery.
Now, what about Kono, the bus driver?
We had met him recently,
Yeah.
and I'm just really grateful for him, what he did, and it was a good thing that he was there.
Well, guess
help
what?
me.
You have a chance to thank him again because he's here. Here he is. The guy who rescued you, Kono.
Pretty good, yeah.
Good? Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. How are you?
Sit right down here. Sit next to Tyrone. Go ahead, Kono. Sit next to Tyrone. Come on over here. Now tell me. He looks a lot better, I bet, than he did when you saw
It
him.
looks a lot better. Yeah.
Right.
Looking good. Yeah.
You know how much worse it could have been.
Yeah, the doctor told me it could have been a lot worse.
Do you think, how soon after it do you think you reacted? Was it seconds?
I would say in a matter of seconds, because when he came running up to the front of the bus, I was stopped at a light. So I just put it in park, and I was right on top of him.
And now, I mean, you could have caught on fire. You're doing this with your hands.
Right.
I had time to think about what happened, and it's just you really have to give God the praise for what he did, because with Kono being there, and like he said, that being his first day on that route, then we had officers that were stationed on the corner, so everything just fell into place.
Yeah.
It just fell
And
into
if
place.
anything had been off kilter,
It would have been
your
a lot
son
worse.
would have been much worse and might not even been here.
Right.
We got to let everybody know about this. You're an aspiring musician.
Yeah, I play the trumpet.
You love the trumpet.
Yeah.
Now,
I've
you
been
haven't been able to work it correctly, I mean, since this, because you haven't been able to move your neck, right?
Nah.
What did the doctors say? You're gonna be all right?
Yeah, they said it's gonna get better. They just said like give it some time to heal.
Right.
And things will get better.
Right. So we know you're a talented trumpet player. So we want to do something for you. Okay? Hold on. Let me see if I got the right thing here. Now, this is courtesy of Sam Ash, America's favorite music store, a Jean-Baptiste trumpet for you. How's that?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great, I bet. All right. Now, there's somebody else who has something for you. Your grandmother, who's been there all along. What do you want to give him?
Well, first of all, there's two things. First, Maury, we want to thank you and the bus driver, but you because on that Friday, the day of Tyrone's surgery, the first thing that was in his room was big balloons and baskets, and it was from Maury Povich. And we thank you. We thank you so much. The church and my job, the Manhattan Financial, have sent for Tyrone and his dad and mom, because we know the stress that they're under. We're giving you right now $500, but there's much more to come.
You must be so proud of him. And you know, and this story means that New Yorkers have big hearts, and they reach out to anyone who's in trouble. So thank you all very much. We'll be back right after this. And the bullet goes from her left hand to her right hand.